So today we're going to be doing a paired samples t-test through SPSS, and I'm going to show you how to format it in your assignment, as well as how to use SPSS for something like this. So a paired samples t-test is two of the same groups of people doing two different questions, or a pre or a post. Basically for this, we can only use one example in the study that we're given, so we're just going to be going through that. So to run the paired samples t-test, we're going to be going to this screen. So you should see this data set. We're going to go analyze, we're going to go compare means and proportions, and then we're going to do a paired samples t-test. So let me just reset this so you can see. So now we have variable 1 and variable 2. Those are the two we are going to be comparing. So we're going to be comparing the mental health, I think it's index. We're going to be comparing the pre-survey, and then we're going to be putting in the mental health post-survey. So how do they feel after? We're going to just click OK, and it brings us to this screen. So we really only have to worry about the top one and the third one. Basically, the top one, all it's saying to us is the means. The post has a higher mean than the pre, and we will get to that when we're writing our report. But for now, we can go to the third box. All we're looking at here is our t-value, our degrees of freedom, and our two-sided p-value. So what does all this mean? Okay, so looking at the means, we can see one value is higher than the other. That's pretty obvious. So to see what that actually means in terms of the survey, we're going to go to the psychometric thing, and then we're going to go to the revised mental health inventory, and right here it says higher scores indicate better mental health. So if we go back here, we look at the total mental health post, and it is 9.05, and it is greater than the pre. Therefore, the post survey, people were generally happier and had higher self-esteem. So how do we write that? We're going to look at our example right here, and we're going to be doing something similar to that. I'm going to kind of shorthand it, but you guys should write something different than this. Basically, the first sentence is stating what you're doing. It's just like, oh, we did significant differences. We found significant differences between mental health pre and post. Prompted with questionnaires about self-esteem and attitude towards looking for partners via dating apps, and they were examined using a paired samples t-test. So it's basically just stating what kind of t-test we're doing, what kind of analysis we're doing on the data. Our second sentence is going to be whether the data is significant, and so since it's less than 0.001, the alternate hypothesis, H1, is accepted. And so we're going to look through this, and there is a significant difference in mental health pre and post participants, and are prompted this, which is the kind of data to back up of its significance. So we're going to do T, and then inside these brackets, it's going to be the degrees of freedom, which is 394. That correlates with this, the negative 3.42, because if you look here, right here, the T value is 3.42, and the degrees of freedom is 394. And so we're going to write both of those in our report, and then the next number is your p-value. Notice how we're using only 2 decimals for the p-value rather than 3. According to APA, if we're only using 2 decimal points, or 2 values after the decimal, we should do that with all the numbers. And so since p is less than 0.001, p is going to also be less than 0.01. So it doesn't really make a difference. It's really just a formatting thing. And then the last one is just to justify why you're saying what you're saying, justify your thing. So this is like how you found your data, and then this is the data itself. So the last sentence is just going to be like, this means that participants in the study perceived better mental health after being prompted with the questionnaires. We put the mean first, that's higher, so that's going to be the post, and then we're comparing it to before, which is 8.79. The alternate hypothesis is accepted and the null hypothesis is rejected. Refer to table 1. So how are we going to format this in our discussion? Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at the hypotheses first. So we're going to write in our null and our alternate hypothesis. So our null is going to be there will be no significant differences in mental health before and after. And our alternate is going to be there will be significant differences in mental health before and after. Since we're accepting our alternate hypothesis, each one is going to be true, and then we're going to reject the null. So after we write down our null and alternate, we're going to write down our report. So I'm just going to copy and paste it, but you should type it in the box. And then we're going to upload our screenshot. So upload image, and we're going to do our screenshot, which is this. Then we're going to click submit. And once that is uploaded, we have everything we need to submit. Therefore, we can just click reply. And that is the assignment. Yeah. Have a good day, guys.